Wednesday on Kindness Rising, we're slowing down.
Because wellness that lasts isn't about hacks. It's about rhythm, consistency, and kindness.
Yeah.
And Matt's got 5 proven steps for wellness, plus 7 bad habits that are quietly wrecking your health. Spoiler, my sleep schedule, my diet, and pretty much my life made the list.
That definitely tracks.
But hey, we're learning, so join us, or you may doom scroll all night like me.
Watch Kindness Rising and live well.
And maybe share your gummy bears.
Wellness hacks promise fixes, but the truth is, lasting health and kindness aren't about going faster. They're about slowing down, taking steady steps, and building rhythms that last. Today, we're diving into how slowing down isn't falling behind. It's the only way to catch up with yourself.
This is Kindness Rising.
Remember when wellness wasn't something you tracked? It was just walking with friends after school, playing outside until the streetlights came on, or letting the music carry you past your curfew. Today, we're rewinding that to that slower, steadier beat and showing how slowing down is the secret to living well. This is Kindness Rising.
I set my alarm for 4 a.m. to rise and grind.
Yeah? How's that going?
Rose, I ground, then I napped. Wellness failed.
Wellness today can feel like a competitive sport. How many steps did you take? How many grams of protein? Did you try that new red light mask that costs more than your first car? The pressure to optimize everything is exhausting. And here's the thing, exhaustion isn't wellness. For Gen Xers, we remember when our wellness tracker was whether you made it through gym class without faking a stomach ache, or whether you could bike to your buddy's house before dark. Nobody was counting macros, nobody was biohacking, and yet we laughed. We moved and we lived. Grateful Dead fans know this lesson too. The music doesn't work because it's fast and polished. It works because it breathes. Songs stretch, spaces open, and that's when the magic sneaks in. Wellness is no different. It's in the pauses, the breathing, the letting go of doing more just for the sake of doing more. Today, we're going to talk about some practical tips for slowing down and getting your wellness going. We've got our 5 tips. Stick around. We're going to get to those soon. And remember, kindness is the glue. When you slow down, you notice your body becomes aware. You become aware of the people around you, aware of your own body signals, and aware of the opportunities to connect instead of rush through things. Wellness isn't just health for you. It's how your presence creates space for kindness to ripple outward, because a calmer, kinder you multiplies kindness everywhere.
I'm running on 3 hours of sleep and a half bag of cookies.
Congrats, you've unlocked the AOL dial-up brain.
All right, let's keep going here on Kindness Rising. Welcome here into the Fox Den. Stick with me here in the Fox Den, my foxes and vixes, for a little bit, and we'll be getting down to those 5 research-backed steps to lasting wellness soon. But first, let's shine a light on 2 groups that are proving that wellness and slowing down is not just a philosophy, it can be your transformation. First, let's talk about the Slow Living Project. They invite people into the radical act of intentional living. Instead of numbing out with screens or chasing the next big thing, they help communities learn how to unplug, savor their meals, rest without guilt, and actually live their lives instead of rushing through them. Their message is simple: but profound. Slowing down is not falling behind. It's finally arriving. Then there's the Blue Zones Project. If you've ever heard about those rare places in the world where people live into their 90s and 100s, often with joy, community, and vitality, this is where that research comes to life. Dan Buettner and his team didn't just write about these regions, they created a movement. They work with towns across America, helping redesign schools, workplaces, and neighborhoods so that movement, connection, and healthy food are built in, not just bolted on. That's the Blue Zone Projects and the Slow Living Project. Check them out. They're leaning into what we talk about here on Kindness Rising. We always try to spotlight those organizations that are doing great things. Let's change up the tunes a little bit here. I'm going to bring it up another notch. I keep working on the music, the soundtrack for Kindness Rising right here, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Let's check into the comments and see what people are up to. Carter Atkins, welcome to Kindness Rising. We're glad you're here. We've got an awesome community right here at Kindness Rising, 7:30 a.m. Monday through Friday weekdays. Join us, subscribe to the channel, and check us out every day. And checking out over here on the horizontal, there's my boy Mike Sullivan. Mike's out in San Francisco getting at it. Blue Zone countries, Greece, and the Mediterranean diet. I agree. Matter of fact, Heather and I were just talking. Tonight we're doing Mediterranean bowls as our dinner. It's going to be awesome. We love it. We make a lot of these kind of bowls. We lay off the carbs and we get into vegetables, but we're doing Mediterranean tonight. I'm going to make a lemon chicken. We're going to do some feta cheese and some peppers and some delicious food. I love the Mediterranean diet and the Mediterranean food. Adam Holroyd, welcome to Kindness Rising, buddy. You're here all the time, every day, the OG. We appreciate you. We appreciate you all. Stick with us and get involved in the community. And if you're watching this show on demand, you're not getting up with us at 7:30 a.m. Eastern every morning, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check us out. Get over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends too, and check them out. Subscribe to the channel. Wake with us every day, Monday through Friday. We don't miss a beat. We don't miss a day, and neither should you. Get up, don't snooze, and let's get after it. Imagine a workplace where taking a walking meeting is actually encouraged, or a city where corner stores stock fresh produce, not just chips and soda. Not quick fixes, but sustainable design for living well. It's kindness on a community scale, and the spotlights we talked about tonight, they show us that tonight. It might be tonight for some of you. It's 7:39 a.m. Eastern here in Binghamton, New York. Slowing down isn't about doing less. It's about doing what lasts. Whether it's a personal pause or a citywide redesign, wellness that sticks is always rooted in kindness, connection, and patience. Welcome to Kindness Rising. I'm working the buttons today. I'm doing my best for you all because I care.
Cal, I'm multitasking. A burrito, chips, and a soda. Zero regrets.
Stan, dude, that's not hustle. That's calorie mismanagement.
Guys, hustle isn't about being busy. That's just motion without meaning.
Wait, so organizing my beef jerky stash at 3 a.m. is not career development?
Correct. That's a hustle tax. And frankly, your ROI is negative.
All right. As promised, we're going to get to those research back steps. I've got 5 of them that'll ground us in the practical steps to lasting wellness. These are things that we can do every day. They're research backed, and you take these away with you and get after it every day with wellness. Let's start with this. Super easy. Move naturally every day. Just get up and move around, take a walk, stretch, take the stairs, park a little further away at the store, whatever it takes. The world's longest living people, they don't overtrain. They just move around. They walk to the store instead of driving right down the street. They get out and they garden. They do the things that help them move constantly. Number 2, let's prioritize our sleep. We talked about this recently. I think actually last week's Wednesday wellness episode, we talk about wellness every Wednesday on Kindness Rising, was about sleep. 7 to 9 hours. That's going to protect your brain. It's going to lift your mood, and it's actually going to boost your immunity. It's the time of year when all the bugs are starting to get out there, and we love to share those, whether it's the flu or COVID, which has become a cycle. It's going to boost your immunity if you get your sleep. It isn't lost time. It's healing time. Take that rest, get out there and sleep and enjoy it. Dream away. Eat slow and eat whole foods. Talked about what we're going to eat today. It's all whole foods. It's all stuff that comes off out of the grocery store or out of the actually local farm markets, which we love too. Plant-rich, unprocessed meals improve your long-term health. Think of your plate like a jam. The more variety, the more richness. Number 4, we're going to connect face-to-face. We love to connect here on Kindness Rising online. We connect all the time online, but today we're going to connect face-to-face because strong relationships are proven to extend life, and kindness is medicine. Hey, Mom, I see you out there on the vertical. Welcome. Canada geese waking us here on the lake these days. Walk, walk, walk. Yeah, walking around the lake is beautiful. And those Canada geese, honk, honk, honk. They will wake you up, but it's that time of year. The birds are flying around the lake. I'm sure it's gorgeous up there this morning, even if it's a little bit cool. Last, we want to practice the pause. Take a breath. Intentional breaks. We talked about this before here too on Kindness Rising. Take that extra 10 minutes. Close your eyes just for a few minutes. You don't have to nap for hours in the afternoon, but if that's what you like, do it too. Take a break. Separate your mind for just a second. Calm your mind. Reset the stress. It's the silence between the notes that make our music sing. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Let's check this little guy.
Welcome to episode 1 of Motivation with Dave.
Congrats, Dave. Your podcast number 5,764,999 and still invisible.
Dave, nobody wants another podcast. Go live.
Going live was the best decision I ever made. True motherfucking story.
And there's Dave going live with the Mornings in the Lab Network. And you too can go live with the Mornings in the Lab Network. I'm Matt Rouff, the Uncommon Kindness Guy. You can catch me here on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on X, on Instagram, on TikTok. Did I name them all yet? I think I may have. But yeah, I'm Matt Rouff. Keith Billis is out there too. He's rolling around with Keith, John, and friends. We're the Mornings in the Lab Network, the network that helps you get up and get after it every day. And you can join us with your own live show and bring your personal brand to life. In branding and in wellness, hacks might sell, but trust comes from authenticity. And we have our 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand and not just hack your way to success, but to build your way slowly and steadily every day. Those 5 ingredients are experience, their expertise, authenticity, trust, and of course, entertainment. It's what we do here on the Mornings in the Lab Network and at Kindness Rising. When you share sustainable habits instead of flashy fixes, people will believe in you. Again, think of it like a jam. You stay with it because it's real. It stretches out. It's rooted in experience. That's how brands and bodies last. Taking it slow and steady, showing up every day, making it a natural part of your rhythm. That's what we do at Mornings in the Lab Network, and we can help you. Getting up every day at 7:30 a.m., actually well before 7:30 a.m., 5:45 a.m. Eastern, my alarm rings. I get up and I get after it. I start preparing for the show. I have my coffee. I enjoy a little downtime while the house is still quiet. It's helped me over the past couple of months since I've started this show get into that rhythm of my day. I just get a regular thing going, nice and natural. It's just become natural. And as a matter of fact, even on the weekends now, and sometimes even before my alarm, I'm getting up at 5:45, getting up and getting after it. Oftentimes it's my cats who wake me up because they know at 5:45 when that alarm rings, they're getting their chow. They've gotten into the rhythm. They help me stay on the rhythm. Pets can do that for us. Do something every day to keep yourself in rhythm. That's how I use my Kindness Rising experience to help me, and it can help you. So get up and get after it. If you want a show to help you get up and get after it every day, we can do that for you too.
But what if no one listens?
If it's live, they'll feel it. And when they feel it, they'll listen.
Show your expertise, your experience, your authenticity, and your truth through a live conversation. Ditch the podcast. Start a live conversation on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network today.
That is funny stuff going on here in the comments. Michael and B Driven, Buzzy B Driven, welcome. Stay buzzy, my friend. Michael, who has been known as global on our network, he's back and he's reminding me that foxes never hibernate. We love it here in the Fox's Den, my foxes and my vixens. Foxes never hibernate, but Buzzy B's Driven wishes his chickens wish those foxes would. They can be a little menacing if you've got those chickens. We foxes are always curious about things out there in the world, and we sometimes get into a little bit of trouble. Anyway, here we are on Kindness Rising. We're back at it. I gave you the 5 research-backed hacks to stay well. Now I'm going to roll into a couple more practical takeaways for you to keep it rolling. Here's a few extra things that might help you. These are the 7 things that are quietly killing your wellness, killing your wellness quietly. You might not even realize it. We're going to talk about it with a little bit of a Gen X spin today. Let's talk about chronic sleep debt. You say I've done that 2 days in a row now, knocking this light around. I'm trying to make it nice, but apparently it's not working. Anyway, chronic sleep debt. You say you're going to catch up on the weekend. I'll sleep when I'm dead, whatever it is. But sleep doesn't work like your Blockbuster late fees. Skipping rest returns your brain into an glitchy AOL dial-up, just like it does for Stan over there in their little world. Over-processed food. If it has a mascot, a neon color, or leaves your fingers glowing like a rave stick, it's probably not helping your longevity. Yes, even my favorite, Cool Ranch Doritos. Only once in a while do I get into the Cool Ranch. I do love them. I got branded too as a kid on that one and never stopped with the Cool Ranch. Constant screen scrolling. This is something that I've struggled with in my life. The doom scrolling at 1 a.m. is basically like chain smoking for your attention span. Not just one more reel. Okay, after this last one, I'll turn it off after I watch this one. I've gotten into that habit. I know it. It isn't self-care. It's self-sabotage. Isolation. Humans need connection. Don't isolate yourself. If your deepest relationship is with the DoorDash driver who knows your usual, it's time to phone a friend. Reach out to your friends. Stay connected to the people who matter in your life and the people who care. Number 5 of our 7 things that are quietly ruining your life and crushing your wellness is the over hustle culture. We had an episode recently, it was actually on Monday, where I talked about hustle. Hustle is good in slow bursts. We always want to get up and get after it, but the rise and grind all day, every day is no good for the brain. It's more like rise and ruin. Hustle culture is like a jam that never ends, only instead of bliss, it just leaves you dehydrated and cranky. Don't neglect your movement. That's our next quiet habit. that's ruining your wellness. Skipping movement turns your body into a garage-stored bike. A rusty chain, flat tires, it won't pedal when you need it. A 10-minute walk beats a Netflix marathon on the couch. Get up, get moving, go out for that 10-minute walk, walk the stairs, take your dog for a walk, whatever you need to do to get up and get moving. Do some jumping jacks. We had a guest recently on Mornings of the Lab that does push-ups in Target. Whatever it takes, get moving. Keep that body moving. And the last, and the one that I, again, always try to work on for myself, it's that unkind talk. Lady Drew, welcome in. I know you're always here every day. We appreciate you. Stop the unkind talk. If your inner monologue sounds like a bad high school gym coach yelling, "Pick it up, slacker!" Congrats. You've built yourself a little cortisol factory, and that's not going to help you stay strong and steady. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy.
I set my alarm for 4 a.m. to rise and grind.
Yeah? How's that going?
Rose, I ground, then I napped. Wellness failed.
Oh, Stan and Calder, they're out there showing us the way, and sometimes the way not to be. Here's your kindness challenge for today. I gave you the 5 research-backed tips. I gave you the 7 things that are quietly ruining your wellness, but here's your call for today, because here on Kindness Rising, we move from thought to action. Every day, we do a little something to get us moving and keep us kind and healthy. We're going to call this one the Take It Slow Challenge. Pick one thing that'll help you slow down this week and slow it down. Just take a breath with it. When you're eating, slow yourself down. Savor every bite. It's going to help you to ingest less calories. I know that's been a thing for me. Therapist once told me, right? It's just savor every bite. I used to sit there with the can of peanuts or can of chips, watching the Yankees game, watching the Rangers game, just pounding them down, not even thinking about it. Next thing you look down, and you're like, holy shit, where'd all that go? Where's all these candy wrappers? Where did they come from? You can't believe it. But when you slow down and you take that bite, you savor it, you just enjoy it, and you let it sit in your mouth and enjoy the food, that's going to help you to ingest less calories and stay healthy. Walking, go walk. Take a nice, slow, easy walk. It doesn't have to be a run. It doesn't have to be a hustle Olympic fast walker walk. Just go out and take a stroll. And even when you're sipping your morning coffee, it's not about wolfing down your breakfast and getting that caffeine into you. Sometimes you got to do that. I do sometimes too. But sip it, take a breath, relax, and enjoy. You'll get more enjoyment out of your life, and you'll be healthier. All right. Let's keep it going. Throwing in a little bluegrass, call this one frog jumping. I don't know why I did it, because it's what I wanted to do. All right, let's talk about what's going on here. Kindness Rising, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. We get up and get after it every day, and so does Keith Billis and John Anderson and all the friends over at Keith, John, and Friends as part of the Mornings in the Lab Network. They're gonna be getting after it every day. I'm laughing at the comments. My mother talking about my grandmother's couch. Yeah, that couch, that 70s vibe there in the in Calder and Stan's pad. That might have been inspired a little bit by some things I've seen in my life. But anyway, get up, get after it with Keith, John, and Friends and crew. And today they're going to be tackling a couple of big topics. So get over there and watch them. Why you don't need motivation to start, and communication, mastering the art of reading between the lines. And here's the link between what they're doing over there on Mornings in the Lab and what I'm doing right here at Kindness Rising. Slowing down does mean that you don't wait. Does mean that you don't wait for perfect motivation. You just get up, you start. Small, slow, and steady. Just do something. When you slow down enough to really listen, you catch up with what's between the lines. It's not just what's on the surface, it's where connection and kindness live. So stick around. Keith, John, Marty, I don't know who's going to be over there today. We'll see what happens. We'll have Melissa on the dials. Jimmy's off on his little vacation. We're excited for him. First time he's ever been on a plane, so that's going to be kind of cool, getting out and experiencing something new. But Keith's over there, 8 o'clock in the morning, mornings in the lab. Get over there and join. And if you're watching this on demand, join us every day, 7:30 a.m. every weekday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern for Kindness Rising and 8 a.m. for Mornings in the Lab. We're your morning dose of hope, humanity, humor, and heart. And Keith and John are going to help you not snooze every day. I promise you don't want to miss it.
I'm running on 3 hours of sleep and a half bag of cookies.
Congrats, you've unlocked the AOL dial-up brain.
All right, Calder and Stan, we're watching them get a little bit silly every day. They're our friends. You're going to be seeing more and more of them. Check us out. Check out our videos and our shorts on YouTube. They'll give you a little boost in the morning. Anyway, that's the show for today. I can't believe it. We have run all the way through our Wellness Wednesday here on Kindness Rising. Remember, we get up and get after it every day. Mondays, we talk about money and work. Tuesdays, we're jumping into lifestyle, arts, culture, all those things that just add a little extra something special to our life. We're here on a Wellness Wednesday. Stick around, come back every Wednesday and get those little tips on living well. Tomorrow, we're jumping into relationships. We got a special episode. We're talking about relationships that we all have, whether we live in rural Kansas or North Carolina like Lady Drew, or we live in a city like San Francisco, like Mike Sullivan out in San Francisco. We all have neighbors, and we all have to interact with those neighbors. Sometimes they're great relationships, sometimes they're a little rough. I'm going to be talking about our neighborly relationships tomorrow on Relationship Thursday. And lastly, we've got Fandom Friday. Join us every Friday where I get into some kind of an obsession, one of those things, whatever it is. I haven't even figured out what I'm doing this week yet. Maybe you've got some ideas of what you want to hear about. I'd gladly help you out. So we're going to get into something on Friday. I haven't quite figured out what we're going to do this week. This is Kindness Rising, 7:30 a.m., Monday through Friday. We're building a community here. Amazing community out in the comments, and I know every single one of you is jumping over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith and friends. You're on the way to a better day because of Kindness Rising and Mornings in the Lab here on the Mornings in the Lab network. Here we go. Hacks fade. Motivation rises and falls, but slowing down, letting your life breathe like a jam that never wants to end, that's timeless. That's wellness that lasts, and just like kindness, it multiplies when you give it space and let it happen. This is Kindness Rising, and as we always say, every day, stay uncommon and stay kind.
Stan, you ever notice Maddle's up at 7:30 a.m. actually being productive?
Yeah. While we're still deciding if eating gummy bears is a mindfulness practice.
But seriously, man, Kindness Rising isn't just a show. It's a full wake-up vibe.
Yeah, man, it's got real get-after-it energy.
So don't hit snooze, people.
Wake up with Kindness Rising, and as always, stay uncommon, stay kind.